Hey man,
What's up? How are you, dude?
I'm okay, I guess.
Why do you guess? What do you mean by I guess I'm okay?
I mean, humans guess, so I guess.
Hey, I sometimes I don't even understand what he's saying, man. What's
Even I don't understand what I'm saying.
yeah. Why do you call me today? What's our podcast about? What's our podcast topic about?
So yeah, I recently found out that not recently, like a couple of days back, I found out that Notion is coming up with an AI where you can type in stuff and it will generate content based on that.
Fuck, okay. Okay.
So I immediately realized like you told me the same shit like one week ago, and I was
Yeah.
stupid enough to reject that.
Yeah. See, I was telling you, like, I mean, it's this whole space. Like, I was even speaking to a few people, right? And even in our Kushal
Hmm.
Lodha episode, he was telling me that this thing was that which will be releasing sometime soon, and that he had mentioned like
Hmm.
how he pitched, like how he's working with a few people who are helping him repurpose his content. And at one point, he wants it to become AI driven, wherein AI can like probably help him come up with content or like repurpose content or like find or like help him write the content, right? Because that'll be a game changer in the creator economy space. I mean,
Hmm.
because everybody is lazy and nobody and not everybody is creative. Already people are plagiarizing. So if they get
Hmm.
such a tool where an AI can write shit for you and make it as authentic as possible, then
Hmm.
everybody would like spend money on it, right?
Hmm.
What
I
do you
mean, you know my
think?
stance on this as usual.
I
There's
know.
nothing new.
But you can see how other companies are doing, are leveraging this as well, like what they're doing and everything, right? Yeah.
See, of course,
Yeah.
for a tool like Grammarly, where it can correct my grammar, it can correct my spelling mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
those are fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But an AI content tool where I just type in a few keywords and it randomly writes and spits out an article,
Yeah.
that sounds too good to be true. But if it is true, I am afraid.
Why are you afraid?
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm like this one weird uncle who lives in the cabin with this shotgun. Okay. I don't like this robot surprising. I'm
Uh-huh.
not this kind of person. So,
Yeah.
see, any piece of technology or any piece of software that
Mm-hmm.
threatens humans is a danger.
Mm-hmm.
See, a software that increases humans' ability to do certain things or increases human potential to do certain things is really great. Like tools
Mm-hmm.
like Grammarly, Quillbot, where you type in one paragraph and make it into two, that is great. But for a tool like this, where you just type in and it uses like NLP, like natural language processing, and it spits out content just like you, that's really
Mm-hmm.
scary,
No, but
right?
there are content there are tools wherein like say if you type the things that you're looking for, like I mean like a few keywords and everything, it
Hmm.
identifies like what your prime or like even if you put your primary piece of content, if you it identifies what the content is, what the type is, what your tone is, and accordingly
Hmm.
like spits out different adaptations of that content and makes it better. Those types of
Hmm.
content are great, right? Like I mean they can this thing was that they can help marketers or they could even help content creators to get better content out there. What do you think? Especially marketers, not content creators, because they
Hmm.
wouldn't be creators when they're doing such a thing.
Hmm. So as usual, you take the plus side. I'll take the negative side as usual. So, so
Mhm.
see, there are a lot of advantages for what you're suggesting, but
Yeah.
see, there are certain things that also is a bit worrying. Let's
Yeah.
say, for example, you give you this AI becomes so good in writing content, and
Mhm.
what happens if this goes in the wrong hands? Political propaganda. Okay,
Mhm.
uh,
Mhm.
terrorism propaganda for literally anything that can ruin the world, anything that
Mhm.
can threaten governments, anything that can threaten platforms. See, this
Again,
AI is
again,
supposed to,
no,
yeah.
again, then at that stage, like what would happen is like
Hmm.
what's that? These tools can only create content. They cannot really
Hmm.
distribute content, right? It depends on
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
distribution channels. It also depends upon the platforms, and of course, like the platforms today are also having their own AI tools, wherein they are the thing with the repressing content which are like which are against the like I mean which are around certain topics like terrorism, political this thing agendas.
Mm,
Where they are trying to do all
mm,
these things, and while they're also like showcasing good quality content, there are so many platforms that are moving in that direction. So it's of course like I
mm,
mean, that can happen. It can go into the wrong hands, but then like even
mm,
a really good content writer can be hired by a political party. Like I mean, there are IT cells for each party, like in India, and there
mm,
are also
mm.
like terrorist organizations who have hired people just to create content. So it's
Yes.
not like you need
Yes.
an AI, and AI is going to change a lot of things, but it's just going to
Mm.
make the process a lot easier.
Okay, coming back to my original point, but I'm not super proud of this. But again,
Mhm.
saying that people are losing jobs, even if it's working for terrorists, people are losing jobs. So
No, so
I'm
it's
not
not about
happy with that.
losing job. I wouldn't think of it as a way of saying like it's people are losing jobs, but I would say
Mm,
it's making people's work better. Like say if I'm a marketer and if I want to understand what kind of like this thing was that a landing page would work well, I can do an A/B testing with different AI like A, B, C or whatever, even D testing, wherein I have different
mm,
types of landing pages all written by an AI, and it automatically tells me what is working well and what is not working well. And later it spits out like the perfect landing page, which will give me high conversion, right? So that way it's
mm,
making my job better. And I'm like, of course, like, I mean, humans can only write so much, can only predict so much, but it can make people's job better. Like even art also right now, you see all the Dali and everything, they are creating
mm,
it. The computer is spitting out all these art. But even then, like if say Pablo Picasso makes an NFT and an AI makes an
mm,
NFT, Pablo Picasso's NFT will be worth a lot more because it's made by humans, right? Because of the
mm.
quality as well. So it's going to set a big better standard. I would say, I wouldn't say it's going to suck up the jobs. It's going to set another standard for working.
Mm. I mean, I see both ways. Yeah, see, as you said, like standards, but ultimately, like already we are allowing algorithms to shape a lot of aspects of our lives. Like the
Mhm.
platforms algorithms, like let's say Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram,
Mhm.
YouTube,
Mhm.
or whatever. But
Mhm.
giving AI once again control over what we see,
Mhm.
right? See, right now, what makes every creator stand apart is, see, ignore the stupid people who just dance.
Yeah.
Okay, see, there are really good dancers, but I'm talking about people who cringe. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
ignore that people. Okay, let's take actual good people like Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, and everyone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
imagine what happens if their scripts are being written by AI. Do you think Mr. Beast will still have
No,
his
of
same
course,
personal touch?
they will not be a creator then, like because some no, a platform or this thing was that, or a tool or an algorithm is writing scripts for them.
Hmm.
But to be fair, if you think about it, right now, I don't think a lot of Mr. Beast scripts are being written by him. They are being written by a team. So Mr. Beast has become a
See,
company,
yeah,
right?
I do understand that. See,
Yeah.
it's once again it's about people making content for other people. See, what you're trying to suggest is that giving AI power over creating content or writing something on its own. So we
Mhm.
are essentially outsourcing the major point of human existence. Okay, creating something for themselves. So once you give AI the power to create something on itself, we are just becoming consumers again, right? We'll just keep consuming, consuming, consuming. There will be a point of time where only like all this AI, let's say for example 20, 30 companies operating this entire country,
Yeah.
entire world, and people just consuming. That's
That's
not
already
something you can't
happening.
ignore.
Like there is only less than 1% of the members on these social media platforms are
Hmm.
actively creating content every single day. Otherwise, it's all the whole 99% or even more than that. They're only consuming. I don't like it's that's how it is already. People are consuming more than they are creating. The one person that's creating will continue to create irrespective of AI or not AI. There will be people who later at one point I can see in the future while they'll be like, I am creating on my own. I'm not using an AI tool. And that will be an awe moment. They will like, really? You're creating it on your own. And that'll be something like people stand out by doing. And how right now, if people are like, hey, I'm using an AI tool to like create, and people like, shit, that's crazy. Right. So that's how it changed. But I think consumption is always going to be big, and like that's how like people are already manipulating people. Like, I mean, how companies are manipulating people, because as the majority of audience is not creating, right?
See, once again, I'm not saying this won't happen, but
Mhm.
I'm just saying that this shouldn't happen. So nothing more. I'm not denying this existence or the power of this
Yeah,
AI and all.
yeah.
So once again, if robots come into the future, they want to hear that I am rooting for them. So
Exactly. I
uh,
would see.
see,
So, I mean, I don't like AI generated content. I agree with you, but I like AI
hmm,
adapted content, like content that are say if I write say if I write something and an AI tells me that, hey, you know what, tweak this word, tweak this thing, add this thing this way, and like it'll have a better impact. That content will work much better. I mean, that will help me also to become a better writer and like understand what will work, rather than AI generated content when the whole thing is being outsourced, as you said. That is fucked up. Then you're not a creator at all, right?
yeah, then we're not humans at all. So
Exactly. Exactly. Like it's not your creation. It's not something that you
hmm,
have made. You can't call it,
hmm,
oh, yeah, I'm a creator. No, the AI tool is a creator. You're just a medium. You're just a
puppet,
face. Yeah,
puppet.
you're a puppet. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hopefully, this doesn't become like the world doesn't become like the movie called Her. You've seen that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have.
yeah. Hopefully we don't go to that place. But
Yeah.
still, yeah. See, there is no denying or existence like how great this will be for a lot of teams and everything. See, let's say
Mhm.
for example, I'm a designer. Okay, I consider myself to be a designer, which I
Mhm.
think so. So if I could get great copy instead of relying
Mhm.
on people, like if an AI tool can create me great copy,
Yeah,
I don't have to rely on people or wait for them to finish off content so that I can do my work.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I'm working on marketing campaigns, I essentially don't have to depend on people to complete their work firsthand.
Exactly.
So I can work on my own thing. See, like this again threatens job in every other aspect. Let's say Dali goes to that level. A copywriter doesn't need to hire a designer to do her copy. Like she can write copy and feed the copy into Dali and it can spit out content.
Yeah.
See, it
Yeah.
works either way. So basically, what it is, it's going to create a distress in this creator economy because, like, as you know, like in the next week's episode, we're going to talk about a lot about creator economy,
Yeah.
and we know this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's not like something new or like 10 years or 5 years ago. Calling yourself a creator was like, what do you do? Like, you sit around paint stuff? Like, that was the term of creator, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But right now, it's turned into something very huge. As you said, like 1% is still so much higher than you can even imagine,
Exactly,
right?
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like 5 years ago, people were not on board with sharing their experiences. People were not on board in sharing their workplace content like to the other people. But right now, it's becoming a huge thing. Build in public is a huge thing.
Exactly.
So
Like
yeah,
now, now even companies, bosses, people are being more okay with others sharing content or others writing and others building
yeah,
a personal brand. Like moonlighting as a
exactly.
concept has become much more chill right now compared to how it was back in the day, right? Five,
Yeah,
10 years ago.
yeah. Don't spill too much on moonlighting. I have a newsletter coming up on this thing called as unspecialized. So don't
Okay.
talk too much on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So, I mean, again, like, I mean, I would like to end this, like, at least me talking. I would like to end my me talking by saying that I'd rather I always believe in authenticity, and even if you're using
Hmm,
these AI tools, use it in a way where you are controlling the tool, and it's an adaptive. It's like you're adapting your content based on the tool suggestions, and you're not
hmm,
blindly just letting the tool generate content for you, because then you are losing that authenticity, you're losing that
hmm,
yourself in that particular content, and it's just going
hmm.
to be of no use, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'd like to end on the same note too because there is no point about bitching about all this stuff. It's going to happen anyway. So
Yeah.
as Rakshit said, try to for the first time in our podcast, I think I agree with something what you said. So I'm happy this happened.
Yeah.
I mean the conversation, not the concept. So
I know.
so yeah, hopefully we don't we don't have Skynet all over again. So,
Oh man, yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah. So this is Rakshit and Shashank signing off for this week. So if you want to find us, Brew Your Market on all socials, or personally, Rakshit is available as Rakshit Ravindranathan on all platforms, and you can find me on shashankasn.com. So
Yes,
that's it for
sir.
now. See you next week. Bye bye.
See you.